Hello from Wexford in Ireland, and I just wanted to show you something I got in the shops today which I'm really delighted with, and it's these hanging baskets here. And look at them, they've got this kind of chain on top, and they were really cheap in Mr. Price. I don't know if anybody's got a Mr. Price, but anyway, $1.49. But what I'm going to use them for is to hang up my Streptocarpus, and you can see here that it's pretty much a perfect fit for these larger plants. This one here is Anasui. There we go. And how cool is that? Because she's got really big leaves, and it's very hard to place her on the windowsill. So she's going to look super hanging up like that. And I'm going to do that with a couple more of my Streptocarpus. And a few more of my Streptocarpus have come into flower since the video the other day, and I just thought I'd run through them quickly. These aren't the ones that were in the last video at all, these are new. First one is Dibley's Harlequin Rose, a new one from me, first flowering, lovely, lovely. And the next one, Riptide, also a first flowering from me. I'm not sure who the breeder is, that perhaps American. Well, now we're into the Dimetris ones, and this is Legend, DS Legend, and quite a large one, beautiful one. Another one of these doubles from Dimetris. This one behind is Horus, DS-Horus, the sun god. You can see why, can't you? And the flower is enormous. This one is just gorgeous. I love this. Really, really super. Next one along is Dimetris Zugranju. I'm not sure what that translates as, but it's got very large dark flowers. And then in front we have another enormous flowered one. Now I'm going to put the name of this at the top of the video because all I have is some transliteration of Russian here. And that means not a lot to me. I'm not sure if it's a Dimetris one or another Russian breeder or what. I'll put the name at the top. And then the last one that's newly opened is Kleszczynski one, Geronimo. And that's a great name for anyone who's into Doctor Who. Right. So I had to have that. So the problem with my Streptocarpus is that I have a lot of quite large plants, like the Legend one there, and I just don't have any space on the windowsills. So if I can kind of hang up a lot of them, then it'll help enormously. And speaking of hanging up, I just wanted to show you what I've done here with this orchid. This is Blossom Bounty, which flowered for me earlier on, and it appeared in a couple of videos. But the problem with Blossom Bounty is that it's very ungainly. It sticks out a lot, and there's no training it. See, the pseudobulbs grow out at quite jaunty angles. So this plant was taking up like twice the space on the windowsill. You know, so I could have had two orchids where I just had this one, but I didn't want to get rid of it because it's a really nice one. So I've hung it up. It's in an aquatic basket, and I've used one of those chains that you get with, you know, for hanging baskets at this time of year for people to put petunias in or whatever, and it looks quite good. And the last thing I want to show you is the Vandas here, and I have a bud on my Mikasa, Princess Mikasa Blue. Let me see if I can find it for you. Now the strange thing about this flower bud is that it's emerging from the same axil where it's flowered previously. Now normally with Vandas and the like, they only flower once in a leaf axil, and then the following year you'd expect them to flower in the leaf axil opposite. But this one is flowering twice in the same axil, which is rather strange. And I spoke to the person who gave me this plant, and he says that actually this one has done the same thing for him before when it was his. So it may be something genetically to do with the Princess Mikasa blue. There are the rest of the Vandas, and I'm still waiting for well, 3 of them to flower, so hopefully this year. That's all for the moment. Thanks very much for watching my little video about hanging things, and hopefully just at the end I'll put up a bit of music and you can see the Streptocarpus all hung up in their nice new baskets. Bye now.